Welcome back to the channel. So you've seen all of our other videos where what we do is we fix things that break around the house, and I thought I would do something a little bit different. I actually like to do a lot of barbecuing, and so what we're going to do is today we're actually going to show you how I make country style ribs. We'll smoke them on the ceramic cooker, and I'll show you the rubs and kind of how I get that set up. We'll go out, we'll put them on the grill. It'll take about 4 hours of smoking, and then we'll be done. So let's look at how I put these together. Okay, so what you see here is a country style rib. This is actually cut from a pork butt, and you can see that it has a ton of fat through it. So it's definitely going to take a little bit longer to cook. It's not lean, and so you have to make sure and bring it up to temperature. We'll take these off when it's about 185 degrees, but what we'll do is when it hits 160 degrees, we'll wrap it in foil and allow it to steam. So what I've done to prepare is I've actually cut off some of the fat so that way most of the meat is showing. I went ahead and brined these in a salt solution, and what I did was I basically put about a tablespoon of kosher salt in with some water. I heated it up on the stove and then let it cool down, and then I put these in a really tight container. Once it's done, of course, I rinse them off and I've now set them out. What I need to do to get them ready for the grill is I'm going to put some plain old yellow mustard, and then I'm going to put my favorite rub on it. So the plain mustard, you may be saying, well, that's actually going to add a mustard taste to it. It actually doesn't. It cooks off. What this does is this creates a bark, and that bark, of course, is then going to be comprised of the mustard and then my favorite seasoning. You don't taste any mustard. It just tastes fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. We'll coat everything with a liberal coat of mustard. We'll sprinkle this rub that I have made, and this actually is equal parts of kosher salt and pepper, and then 2 tablespoons of garlic in that. And then I'll sprinkle that all over these. We'll let it sit for a minute, then we'll set it out on the grill. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it a little sticky. And then the rub is going to stick directly to the mustard. And by doing it this way, again, it creates an excellent bark, but it actually is still going to allow the taste of the pork to shine through. Okay, we've got the mustard distributed. Now we're going to put on our rub. Now to put the rub on, you want to have it high so that way it distributes evenly. If you have it a lot lower, it's actually going to clump up. Flip it over. And then repeat on the other side. Okay, now I'm just making sure that I've got a pretty good coat on there because these are thick. And so you want to season it all the way through, and the best way to do that is to put a liberal amount on it. And I'm just rotating them to make sure I've gotten all sides. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. So I'm going to now let these sit for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go out and check on the grill. I'm going to set it up for indirect heating, and I'm going to use oak to smoke it. So I've got some post oak that I've chopped up. I'll set it on the charcoal, and then I will set down the diffuser in the ceramic cooker. We'll set these on top. I'll put the probe in, and that way we know exactly what the temperature is at any given time. 4 hours later, we'll take a look. Okay, here we are on the back porch at the ceramic grill. We've got it all set up for indirect cooking. We're going to put the country style ribs on. It's going to take about 4 hours. However, I'm going to actually monitor the temperature using my wireless temperature gauge. Like I said, probably about 140 or so degrees. I'm going to wrap those in foil, and then I'll take them all the way up to about 185 degrees, and then I'll take them off and let them rest for about 30 minutes, and then we'll show you the final product. Okay, we're back inside. It has been about 3.5 hours or so. These came up the temperature actually a little faster than the 4 hours that I had mentioned before, but we used the temperature to gauge when they were done. And so remember, we were going to take it up to about 185 degrees. I wrapped them about the 145, 150 degree mark. We've let them sit now for about 10 minutes or so, so let's open it up and see how we did. Okay, so you can see we've got some nice bark, nice and juicy here. I'll move these off to the side so you can see. Look at that perfect smoke ring, super tender. Can't wait to try these. And you know what goes better with some country style ribs? And since you've already got the grill going, why not make some homemade jalapeno poppers? Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.